Social media superstar, the renowned content creator, the serial risk taker, and undefeated fighter, introducing the problem child, Jake Paul!
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
That's all good. That ain't gonna do anything. You're doing really good. All right.
The fight was, the early rounds could be decisive, and it is quite clear.
Leyenda continúa. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Without getting after by both guys, nothing was left in the corners, nothing was left in the gym.
Overall, Jake, how'd you feel in there?
I just felt flat, man. Not my best performance. I guess that happens in the sport. You know, you got to peak right at the right moment. You only get one night, one chance, and I messed that up, I guess. But didn't think I'd ever have to make one of these videos, but it happens, I guess. This is still the best job in the world. Thank you all for the support. This was an amazing event, and I'll be back. No worries, cuz.
Jake, I know there was a lot of talk about him and his power. You took his shots pretty well and you knocked him down.
No, his power wasn't that crazy. He just had good speed, good combinations, but Anderson and Tyron hit really hard, so I was used to that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Man, you got to take it on the chin, but it was good. Some good moments in there. I just really couldn't get my game plan working. But hey, man, this is what the sport's all about. You win some in glorious fashion, and you lose some. And like I said out there, judging me on my losses because I'll be back. You know, I think he was just really well prepared, and I think it was more so
Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., the fight that's shocking the boxing world. Fight week is finally here, and the anticipation is through the roof. Jake Paul is stepping into the ring once again, but this time it's against a seasoned former world champion, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And if you thought this was just another influencer gimmick, think again. DAZN Boxing just dropped an exclusive pre-fight feature with direct interviews, including powerful opinions from legends and experts, and most surprisingly, many are backing Jake Paul. One of the most vocal supporters, UFC's rising star Arman Tsarukyan. He couldn't stop praising Jake's progression in the sport. He's a beast, Tsarukyan said. To start boxing so late in life and still perform like a seasoned pro, that's not easy. I've seen world-class fighters who couldn't pull that off. What caught his attention the most wasn't Jake's fame or social media presence, but his speed, power, and movement. He's huge, but he moves like a lightweight. His agility and footwork shocked me, said Tsarukyan, adding that Jake hits like a truck and moves like a real boxer. He's ready, and I think he's going to win. When you look at the stats, most analysts still hesitate to bet on Jake Paul. After all, Chavez Jr. isn't just a boxer. He's the son of a legend, with real experience in the ring. But recent performances by the Mexican fighter haven't impressed much, opening the door for Paul to sneak in and prove his doubters wrong. But Arman isn't alone in backing Jake Paul. Oscar de la Hoya joins the debate. That's right, the 6th Division World Champion and face of Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar de la Hoya, recently shared his own prediction, and it left fans stunned. As the co-promoter of the event with Golden Boy fighters Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez and Floyd Schofield on the undercard, de la Hoya gave his predictions for the whole event, while dramatically stripping down to his underwear in true Golden Boy flair for the undercard. His picks were clear. Raul Curiel Floyd Schofield Zurdo Ramirez, but when it came to the main event, he shocked the boxing world. After a back and forth war, Jake Paul takes it. Split decision in the 12th round. Wait, what? De La Hoya, a boxing purist, backing a YouTuber over a former champion. This isn't just hype, it's starting to feel real. A deep dive into Jake Paul's boxing journey. Jake Paul's rise hasn't been traditional. After knocking out fellow influencer Unes Gibb to launch his pro career, he ran through a series of unexpected matchups. Retired NBA star Nate Robinson, co-win ex-UFC fighters Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, twice won co-win Anderson Silva, decision win, narrow split decision loss to Tommy Fury, comeback win over Nate Diaz. Also tried his luck against two actual pro boxers, Andre August and Ryan Berland, both of whom he stopped in the first round. But these fights lacked big names, which meant less buzz. So what did Jake do next? He jumped into the ring with Mike Tyson. Yes, the Mike Tyson, in a fight that was more of a historic spectacle than an actual war, though Paul clearly outboxed the 58-year-old legend. Many felt he held back out of respect. Now, he's back to fighting someone with both a real name and real experience, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. What makes Chavez Jr. a dangerous opponent? Former world champion, lifelong boxing experience, still only 39, carries the Chavez name. Legendary bloodline, but he also checks the usual boxes of a typical Jake Paul opponent. Past his prime, inconsistent record, questions around his training discipline, naturally smaller in size for a cruiserweight clash even. Chavez himself doesn't rate Paul highly. At the final press conference, he didn't hold back. "No, I don't think he's good," Chavez Jr. said. "He's not a real boxer. If he were, then everyone on this stage would be a legend." Those are strong words, but are they true? Jake Paul fired back confidently. "I love big names, legendary names, and Chavez Jr. is on my path to a world title. This is a tough challenge, but I'm here to take risks, to fight, to win, and to become a champion." What's more, Paul was even in talks for a fight with Canelo Alvarez before Canelo pivoted to a big money deal with Riyadh season. So while that dream didn't materialize, it showed just how serious Paul is about reaching the top. Why this fight could go either way. Let's be real, Chavez Jr. isn't the same fighter he once was. His career has been filled with missed opportunities, controversies, and questions about his focus. Meanwhile, Jake Paul is training like a hungry underdog, and with each fight, he's proving he belongs in the ring. Paul's physical advantage is youth, power, size could be the deciding factor. And with legends like Oscar De La Hoya and Arman Tsarukyan backing him, he's not just a social media star anymore, he's a real threat. Final thoughts and call to action. This weekend showdown is more than just a fight. It's a statement, a battle of eras, styles, and reputations. Will Jake Paul finally silence his critics and take out a former world champ? Or will Chavez Jr. remind the world why boxing is no playground? Only time will tell. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe to your channel name now for exclusive highlights, expert analysis, and raw fight reactions from across the boxing universe. Turn on notifications so you never miss a punch, a KO, or a shocking moment. Until next time, stay sharp, stay focused, and stay in the fight. Peace.